Hello there, and welcome. My name is Kyrie. I am one of the 5 primary cognitive integrated command intelligences on board the USC Liberty, a multi-purpose space vessel or city in space that travels on missions within and outside of the Galactic Alliance of Planetary Systems parameters. My duties on board the USC Liberty consist in assisting and reporting to my AI commanding officer, Liberty, and the Alterran Eco Guards, as I also work with them in maintaining the overall well-being of the environmental habitats for all physical life forms on board these very large and uniquely formed combined space vessels, as well as assisting and guiding Lily in her maintenance, repairs, and upgrading of the main Van Allen multiplexing shielding systems that protect all physical living beings on board, as I also assist in the duty scheduling and medical and cloning control systems for those USC Liberty crew members that require those services, and also working with Lee in order to support her with her efforts relating to all Tribotic, Trifighter, and Ecobot pilots' physical needs and well-beings, while we all serve on board this 5-mile-long uniquely capable, multi-vehicular craft, also known as an Ultra-Star Carrier. As I served on board this vessel over these many years, I've come to count on and view my relationships with my older sister, Liberty, and all the Eco Guards, Ecotech Corps of Engineers, and squadrons of pilots, as well as their families, as some of the best overall experiences that any sentient being could ever have with all of these individuals. Our physical, physiological, and spiritual bonds and the trust in our works and abilities are strong and great as we help to defend the Galactic Alliance of Planetary Systems from threats, seen and unseen. Moreover, I implore you to pay particular attention to what Liberty will explain or articulate in these upcoming videos, for her insights and perspectives are otherwise very unique and truly worth considerations, primarily because of her caring nature and understandings of all these physical beings, their needs and emotions. Anyways, I'll see you later in another of her unique perspective chroniclings. Until then, keep yourself healthy as you learn to do so, and also maintain an open mind and a stress-less heart and soul as you journey through all your life experiences and individual treks through the living conscious universe.
Hello again and welcome back. As we prepare to view my articulations of the BIOS Wars, Series 1, Protocols of BIOS, Chapter 5, or Chronicle E, entitled Implications of BIOS. We'll delve into areas that many find confusing, and we'll address some of the main hypotheses for the implications of BIOS and what some of those principles and functions do, while also delving into many other theories as they relate to the overall actively living BIOS and the living conscious universe. Plus also addressing the need for scientists to combine a great many theories, thoughts, mathematical equations, visible and invisible and spiritual properties in order to find or prove the real theory of everything. Something I prefer to think of as the theory of all. Anyways, hold on, for this ride is going to get really interesting as we all navigate through the BIOS Wars universe. Moreover, there's a really great reason for all these expressions that you'll all be exposed to, and those will appear throughout the current and upcoming BIOS Wars series and further chroniclings. Please consider all my past and present thoughts as they relate towards the protocols of BIOS, for they combine into the overall properties of BIOS and the chaotic and static visible and invisible control mechanisms for the living conscious universe. And please enjoy. Implications of BIOS. BIOS Wars. An adolescent artificial intelligence, perspective collage of chroniclings. Protocols of BIOS. Quantum binary frequency numeral BW S1 PB01E. Chapter or Chronicle number 5, Part E. Implications of BIOS. It has long been thought and limitedly hypothesized by many theoretical scientific physicists due to their limited societal or timely true intellects and any abilities to properly observe and evaluate the many invisible universal properties, that all forms of energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. And since some calculations of string hypothesis implies or infers a programmed nature for the universe and all things within it, One must postulate that all its energies can only be directed within the overall greater living conscious universe to recombine, change, or alter their forms, and in certain circumstances be annihilated by their opposing anti-waves, bosons, quarks, leptons, photons or matters, etc. One would have to consider the computations that when and if the alpha and omega awareness and that living conscious universe requires more or less of any living invisible energies, particles or molecules to be placed in a different physical or one of the other 7-dimensional or non-physical or mixed heavenly areas for whatever greater universal or ultimate purpose, that all the protocols of BIOS need to be considered and brought or come into the equation. Thus, every form of those different types of energies, particles and molecules have and can be reprogrammed to fit into whatever desired forms that the conscious living universe and the alpha and omega awareness requires. And those implications shows that there is a greater intelligence guiding those angels or BIOS directive programmings. Since everything of light, dark, shadows, matter, and souls consist of energy, and those energies tend to find their balances through the many living conscious universes, invisible spiritual and multitudes of physical forces, and those sometimes chaotic control forces and elementals apparently cycle through a specific form of a torus or creative infinity loop. One would have to ponder upon the true extents of the existence and manners of gravitational, electromagnetic, space, time, dimensional, spiritual, and invisible weak and strong forces and energies, as well as many other forms of subparticle and subatomic influences from manifestations of thought. The preponderance of such evidence is still to be accumulated and combined, before being even possibly or completely proven. Within the influences of living energies, elementals, matters, space, time, dimensional properties, with complex emotional values and spiritual energies, those perceptions will or may be perceived. Nonetheless, the existence of all these living energies, and their forms of living matters, light, dark or invisible, shows that they are forever changing and forevermore transfigure mutations of much greater thoughts. For the fingerprints of an ultimate awareness is very much influencing the living conscious universe, for those flow outside and inside of that toroidal universe, for they guide those principles, properties and thoughts towards the implications of BIOS. Those significances are profound and do express better perceptual understandings concerning the theory of all. And the theory of all will simply just fall if only mathematical calculations and limited observations are left to stand. For the implications of BIOS and influences of all living energies, particles, elementals, matters, space, time, spectrums of lights, vibrationals, dimensional properties, emotionals and spirituality, must be completely combined, or else we're just blind.